In the last video, you heard about how I got all burnt up. It's funny now, wasn't then. Okay, it hurt a lot. Very painful. I guess, you know, when it's traumatic, the further you get away from it in time, the less the trauma stays with you. Yeah. Well, in this case, it did. I'm laughing now. Alright, so she was pissed. Blamed me. And, I would decide, okay, well, I'm not going to go to the regular gods. I'm going to go to that hidden temple. I went to the hidden temple. Because in a way, it was their fault to a degree. They had those freaking hiding spots the gods couldn't see what happened in there. I was getting blamed by Moon because this happened without the sight of the gods. How could this have happened? And I was the one last seen carrying a dead body. Okay? Yeah. As soon as I came out of that hiding spot holding that box of dead bodies, the gods saw it. And I was the one blamed. So she was freaking out. I'd somehow killed her best friend. And now they can't find her best friend's spirit. So I ended up talking to Frey again. And Frey said, well, you know what? Why don't you talk to Kerridwen? So I went to Kerridwen. Kerridwen said, okay, look, here's what we need to do. That wand she had, that little tiny wand, you got to send that back to the king quickly. That has her spirit contained in it. They want to reincarnate her in a new body. Her mother is already prepped and ready to reincarnate her. Whoa, okay, because somebody had told me that earlier. I mean, I would have expedited the whole thing. So we did what they told us to do. We got it all ready, and we just talked aloud to the pixie that was there. All right, look, here it is. Here is the wand. Take it and go, quick. And so I had it in a little Ziploc bag, and I said down, it's all yours. And as soon as we looked back, it was gone. The bag was there, but the wand was gone. He had just grabbed that wand and took off back to Ireland. So then I went back to talk to Kerridwen. Told her, look, we did it. The wand's on its way back to Ireland. She said, good. Now I have to teach you how to do a pyre. It's a form of burning a body. She got basically cremating it in a way. It took me 2 days to do. And we did it, got the ash together, put it together with the ash, and we put it in a container and just put it on the shelf. I mean, in a protected area, in my Holy of Holies, probably the most holy place in my home. Out of respect until we knew what else to do with it. I don't know if the king wanted her ash. I don't know. She's not my daughter, right? It's up to him. Anyways, that was the traumatic aspect of everything. And things were calm the rest of the day, and we went to bed. And when we woke up in the morning, oh man, my altar was just littered with letters. Different shapes, different sizes, just letters. Apparently, it was a big no-no to communicate with the king. And the fairies weren't happy about it. Now, pixies and fairies are different, okay? Fairies look like humans, but small. Pixies have a tail and don't wear clothing. And they can vary in color. Okay, so just FYI. This was a real mess. We had stuff from the Elfin Council. We had stuff from dwarfs. Theirs was a threat. You want to mess with us? You want to ally yourself? You want to ally yourself with the king of the Pixies? And you want to start this whole thing? Guess what? We're ready to fight. You know, I don't know if you know anything about us, but we are the Smiths of the world. We have weaponry that no one else can match. I'm like, oh, great. And of course, they're blaming my wife now. I held the body, came out, so the gods got upset. She went out first, so the Mystic Being saw her first, and she got blamed for everything. It's a nightmare. We're both getting beat up for things that we were innocently brought into, right? Well, and then it just started, it snowballed. Every other couple hours later, more letters, threats. People asking to ally with us, that they're willing to join our side. And finally, a big old letter, right? The giants. With threats to wipe out all pixies.